Tamil Nadu, there is this whole, what is your identity? Is it a Tamil identity or a national identity? That becomes very important. They've never tolerated outsiders, Tamil Nadu politics. I don't mean it as a criticism, but I'm saying that's the truth. That you've not seen, anybody coming in from outside and contesting an election in Tamil Nadu, isn't it?
That's partly true, madam, because a lot of Tamil-based identity, caste identity, local Dravidian identity, a lot of things goes into people deciding in their mind whom they want to vote. But since Modi ji has transcended everything, probably I think is probably the first outsider outside Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
Nobody has done it.
Even Indira Gandhi, as a second seat, she picked up from Andhra Pradesh, she picked up from Karnataka when she wanted to. Sonia Gandhi picked up from Karnataka. Rahul Gandhi has gone to Kerala. Nobody is daring to go to Tamil Nadu.
That is why I was very confident now when I say this, ma'am. If you look at the current news space, this has become a talking point. That itself is a sign that Modi ji has transcended everything. So 2024 will be a very different election.
So you think that, but see, it's a state election. The BJP did this even in Bengal. They had, they said that Modi magic is so strong. It was strong in 2019 in the sense that the vote share became very big in West Bengal. It's become the second largest party after the TMC. They did that, but state election is all about state leaders. How can Modi ji get...
I agree with you, madam. Modi ji can generate that wave for you. It is very important the state leadership and the candidates who are there, they are in that correct mind frame. You should reflect the qualities of Modi ji. For example, if you're talking of a state election, it's very important the candidate selection is perfectly bang on, ma'am. You put correct candidates, all the social engineering, whatever you want to do, but more importantly, the candidate should reflect the qualities of the Honorable Prime Minister. The party should set a correct narrative and go. For example, Modi ji, how is Modi ji seen in Tamil Nadu? Modi ji is seen as a development person. Modi ji is seen as a unifier. Modi ji is seen as the first person, probably the Prime Minister or whichever person, President, whichever higher constitutional position you take, the first guy who took effort to reach out to Tamil people consistently in the last 8 years, 10 years, even when he was Gujarat CM. This is the image of Modi ji. The party has to reflect very carefully with a very calibrated approach. When we do it, both sync. If the party takes some other narrative locally in Tamil Nadu, then we will have a problem. The Modi ji's magic translating into votes is an art, ma'am. That we have to do the hard work. Modi ji can create that wave for you. As he said in 2024, we see a wave. But important thing in the next 16, 18 months, we are working like a war now. Put people in the booth, make sure they know what election is, they know which house to go, whom to approach, they know which voter is voting for us, go talk to them. Make sure he's ready to vote, but get his vote to the polling box. So this is something which we have to do, which Modi ji can't do for us as a Prime Minister.
I get that. But, the BJP has traditionally always worked with an ally in Tamil Nadu, right? Whether it was Vajpayee ji, he had very good relations with Jayalalitha ji, and then even Modi ji had very good relations with Jayalalitha ji. So it's always worked through via media, if I may say. Now you are making this, in all your speeches and in all your public interactions, it's the BJP. You don't talk about allies. You're talking about an identity creation of the BJP, an identity creation of Modi ji. In your speeches, in your interaction now also, it's only BJP, no ally.
I keep telling this in Tamil Nadu also, madam. We are not against any party per se. There are respectable alliance leaders, alliance parties. At the same time, we are very clear, BJP has to become strong. It's not an alliance of convenience like what DMK does with 12 parties, caste parties and everything. Here it is alliance of respect. Though we and ADMK, officially we have a lot of disagreements or many issues, officially. Language issue, we want a 3-language formula to be taken up. They want a 2-language formula. They oppose the new education policy. We want the new education policy to come. So a lot of policy issues as a party we differ. But since it is based on a certain principle, we align together. ADMK also respects it. So I keep telling this, BJP has to have an identity of its own in Tamil Nadu. This is the time when Modi ji's image is all-time high. When we go to rural area, it is no more a house. It is Modi house. It is no more a money. It is Modi Panam. People have already started talking. As a politician, as a BJP Karyakarta, my job is to connect it properly, to translate that into votes. So once we do that, the alliance parties will also start respecting us. It is not that they don't respect us. But we believe even when we sit in an alliance, we should sit with strength. That is our belief. You sit with respect, sit with strength. so that you do politics there, not because they wanted to give you some seats, 5 seats or 7 seats or whatever it is. You contest on their back. This is something we want to change the public impression also. Public have somehow got this impression in their head that this alliance, this party is very strong, this party is not very strong. We want to break that. That is why in the recent local body polls, we contested alone. We want to put the party under stress test. We want to see where this party is going. Can we put 13,000 candidates? Do you have the ability to put 13,000 candidates? First time after many, many years, our Karyakartas were doing their booth work full time. Because normally when you have an alliance in Lok Sabha and Assembly, the bulk of the election load is taken by the alliance parties because they have an established structure. So BJP never had the opportunity to learn politics at the ground level. This local body elections was a great opportunity where our people did politics. They know, first time they went to the ground level, they had a notebook, they know which house to survey, whom to talk. Then they came back and said, oh, Modiji's image is great, great, great. I've been telling this for a long time. His image is fantastic in Tamil Nadu. Only thing is we have to do that connection and make sure that translates into votes.
We're always told that language is a big issue in Tamil Nadu. Language identity is very big, which is true. Tamil language evokes very, very strong sentiments. And this has been the case for decades. Why is it that doesn't work when it comes to Modi ji? He speaks in Hindi. He doesn't speak in Tamil. Why is it that you think that there is a connect that the people have with Mr. Modi in spite of language being an issue? Or language not the same, not an issue. But
there are two things to it, ma'am. It could also be seen as, if you take 2019 as a barometer, 2019 Lok Sabha as a barometer, 2014 when Modi ji contested for the first time for the Prime Minister post, Tamil Nadu BJP stood alone. We formed an alliance of our own. But though we created the alliance, the other parties contested more seats than us because PMK contested more other parties. So there, the combined vote share of the BJP alliance was 19.3%, whole alliance. That was a historic number for us, where we were able to win one seat on our own in Kanyakumari also. The DMK's lowest vote share was recorded in 2014. They were at 23%. So they were only 4% more than our alliance. This clearly shows when 2014 the whole country was like, oh, Modi ji is coming, Modi ji is going to change and we want to go for Modi ji. That wave was in Tamil Nadu in 2014. Else you will not get 19.3% on one Lok Sabha seat contesting alone with a like-minded small three parties there. 2019, what happened? The DMK was very clear. From 2017 onwards, they run multiple TV channels, they run papers and everything, they run radio channels all as a party, as members belonging to that party. They carefully set a narrative from 2017, the anti-Modi wave, which they claimed, go back Modi in Twitter, which they organized. They created an impression that the Jallikattu, this, that, everything though we brought, but they created an impression that BJP did not bring. BJP was not careful for the Tamil sentiment. Now, last time when Modi ji visited Tamil Nadu, madam, last time when he visited Madurai, the Vanakkam Modi, just to give you a number, how it has changed now. Vanakkam Modi, Vanakkam in Tamil Nadu means welcome Modi. In a historic India's record, the Prime Minister hasn't got, or any political party hasn't got a Twitter trend that is 14 lakh for a day. So PM got Vanakkam Modi for 14 lakh. The Go Back Modi was around 70,000. Now you see a very clear shift in public perception that, oh, once we have been fooled by a very calibrated, very networked, very proper, structured negative communication. Now people are thinking, don't want to get fooled now. That is the thing that is working now. So 2019, I'm always telling ma'am, it is a very artificial kind of election in Tamil Nadu. And 2014 also we have to understand why BJP could not win more despite getting 19%. Jayalalitha madam made it an election between Jayalalitha versus Modi ji. She called it lady versus Modi. She said, it is me or Modi ji. So they gave an impression as if a Tamilian is going to become a deputy prime minister. So they created an impression. So people naturally thought, okay, there is a chance for Jayalalitha to go up to Delhi, and they had an impression now. 2019, they kind of created an impression that when the whole of India believed Modi ji is going to come, it gave a historic mandate. But Tamil people, they created an impression that Congress is going to come. They created an impression. It is all an impression. That is our only worry. The party, the structuring that we are doing is we don't want, because we don't have a TV, we don't have a paper, we don't have a very organized communicative approach. We are also getting used to that. Okay, how to break it, how to break that narrative. When the TV runs stories after stories from morning till evening, you have a big Sun TV, you have a Sun News, you have a Kalaignar TV, all big TRP channels owned by the family per se. Then you have Dinakaran paper, you have Murasoli, again owned by them. Then you have multiple radio channels owned by the Maran's family. So people got bombarded by everywhere you see, they're getting bombarded with this theory. Now, with a lot of calibrative approach, we are breaking it. We got good amount of proper influences in the ground level. Who tell this story? No, this is false. This is not happening. So that took a lot of effort. So it is more like a green shoot, madam. What happened in the local body polls was a green shoot, where BJP's vote share in the contested area was at about 8.5%. That was a green shoot in a local body poll. That happened 6 months after DMK coming to power. So we are very confident. This was the problem in 2019. We know what was the problem. That is why you see the current politics of DMK, madam. Whenever they get into the back foot, immediately they make it north versus south. Immediately they make it center versus state. Now they have taken governor as more like a mascot for Delhi. They want to make it governor versus DMK, meaning Delhi versus DMK. So DMK tries to play this game very carefully because they know they can't win on development politics. They are trying to again reignite that passion and pride, whatever they have been doing for a long time.